It is Proffitt. Y'all already know what it is, people. We out here. Y'all know if you see me on the car, I'm on that grinning the 9. You feel me? Listen, bro. I'm on the way, busting a couple moves. Gotta bang out a couple videos in the meantime. Dog, so this might sound weird, right? My bad. I'm trying to make sure this stays focused, so people ain't on my bumper like, oh, it's not in focus. Alright, so boom. So I'm gonna keep it a rack with you, bro. There's obviously been a lot of stuff going on with this Eminem, Joyner, Lucas, all this kind of stuff. A lot of stuff surrounding it. Now, I just kind of want to do a little backtracking, kind of explain a couple things before y'all get to the reason why I titled this video what I titled it, right? So, y'all know back last year, towards the end of the year, it was announced that Joyner left his label and that he was now independent. So when that happened, a lot of people was thinking like, oh, you know, after Lucky You and all that kind of stuff, they were thinking like, all right, well, maybe, you know, he gonna sign to Aftermath, Shady, stuff like that. So I was like, all right, you know, don't seem too far-fetched. Let's see what it is. Well, obviously, the confusion of ADHD came, and everybody was expecting an album at the beginning of this year. Everybody was expecting a new Joyner album because that's what he had been saying. He had been saying ADHD was coming for a long time, right? We got the, what's the song? The I love, we got that song, right? Now back, a lot of y'all don't, you know all the kind of stuff with YouTube and stuff because you don't, upload. You watch it. So back when I Love came out, it was being claimed by, I don't know if it was a label. It was being claimed by somebody, essentially, right? Now, if you don't know what a claim is, just look it up, because I'm not going to explain that. But it was getting claimed by somebody, which means that was either A, the owner of the song, or B, you signed to a label. Like, if you do an Eminem song and you don't, cut it or anything like that, you just straight upload it, you're gonna get a claim by UMG because Universal Music Group owns Shady, all that kind of stuff, right? Now, the whole Joyner situation came, he was an independent artist, right? Well, as Joyner had been dropping, like, as of recent, like, Devil's Work, and a lot of the newer songs that Joyner's dropped, haven't been getting claimed. Now, what that, tells me in speculation is that, he's on his independent stuff, and the people that are, he's not claiming videos basically so, reactors can react to videos. It's promotion, free promotion that he doesn't have to pay for. As an independent artist, it's very smart to not claim your videos, because if you got reactors and stuff that react to your music and they can eat, that means that they're going to promote you a whole lot more. And we know what the reaction community does for a lot of, rappers. So a lot of his newer stuff, some of it was getting claimed just because, which one was getting, the ISIS was getting claimed, and I think why that was getting claimed was because, I'm not sure, I think it was the beat. When it first dropped, there was some funny stuff where the video had dropped, and then it got taken down, and then it got reposted a couple minutes later, and then they let it fly. Long story short is, what I'm getting at is, I'm kind of starting to wonder if now Joyner may have secretly signed, and that might be why, he's having problems dropping this album. Because if you don't remember, he's been dropping these individual singles, and I know what he's saying. Like, he's saying, oh yeah, I'm going to drop it like this, and then that's going to be the problem. But that sounds like a cop-out. I'm going to keep it a buck. Like, it sounds like that wouldn't make the most logical sense for him to drop a project like that. There's a thing called stream whoring, and that's kind of like an example of it a little bit, right? But if he was going to drop a project, he would be dropping a project. He's dropping individual singles and just calling the ADHD. So we don't really know what we're getting with ADHD yet. We don't know if we're going to get unreleased music after, you know, these songs drop, or if literally this album is going to drop and it's just going to be a collaboration of all these songs that we've already heard. Either way, I don't know. But the reason why I said I think he may have secretly signed is because this song with M, I'm seeing a lot of people post it, and they're getting blocked. But they're getting blocked by UMG, bro. And that's not something that just happens just cause. You know what I mean? Like, you don't just, UMG isn't just blocking this video worldwide from multiple people for nothing. There's a reason why UMG is blocking it. I don't know if it's because M is on the song. I don't know if it's because, I don't know. But it's not, there's a few things that are making me think that it's not the M thing, right? Because, okay, one, I'm not exactly sure how it works, like, with the industry, stuff like that, all the way. But if Joyner paid, you know, M for a verse, or M just did the verse off the strength of him liking it, then M may or may not be getting a kickback for the song. I'm not sure. It might be something that they're doing together, so they may be splitting it. That could be why it's getting claimed by UMG. Now, this is all speculation, obviously, but in my mind, I'm like, well, it starts to make me wonder, because now, seeing that he was dropping them songs off ADHD pretty heavy. Like, after Devil's Work, he was dropping almost every week, if not two, and then kind of was a gap. And then the ISIS with Logic, I don't want to say it because they demonetized me, but that song with Logic, they had the weird, you know, little thing. And then now with this, and I'm like, okay, but then the song, like, M did a song with Logic right before that, and then they dropped them right around the same time. There's a lot of weird stuff. So a lot of people thought that when the Homicide dropped, a lot of people think that when that dropped, they dropped that because Joyner had just dropped Devil's Work. So they thought, like, oh, like, is he trying to bury like Joyner Lucas's song? Because a lot of people, I mean, nobody knew that Joyner and Logic were actually cool. So I don't know, man. It's a lot of weird stuff. If you just kind of piece it together in your mind, he might have signed, and that might be the reason why we're not getting ADHD all at one time, because he might have a problem dropping the project due to the, you know, label stuff, like label deals and stuff like that. But I have no idea. I'm thinking that is the culprit on why we're not getting ADHD at one time. And it's kind of feeling like that more and more the longer time goes, because now seeing that, you know, that's getting blocked by UMG, bro, if he might have signed to UMG, or he might, I mean, I don't, for all we know, he could have signed to Shady. I mean, Shady's a part, you know, partners with UMG and stuff like that. So it could be a lot of things, bro, but there's something going on behind this, because also in the leak, apparently it's now came out that Skylar Gray was supposed to be on the course. So this is a really crazy leak. This ain't no normal leak like, you know, oh, we got the leak a couple days early. This is a leak where the song wasn't even finished yet. So is that going to make them go back to the drawing board and reevaluate how they're going to do things and stuff like that? I don't know. But let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Y'all think that he's secretly signed, or do you think that ADHD is going to drop and it's going to be a newer project with stuff that we haven't heard, or is it just going to be a mashup of all the stuff that we have heard, and he's just going to throw a title on it, call it ADHD, and put it out like a full album? I don't know. Let me know, man. It's Proffitt. We logging off. Grr, bah!